Genocide! You are funding genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide! End the genocide now! 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 End the genocide! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! What do we want? Justice! 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 Ceasefire now! 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 You will never silence me! You will never silence me! Israel, you will see! Israel, you will see! You will never silence me! You will never silence me! This is genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide! This is genocide! End the genocide now! End the genocide now! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
I need you guys to understand what is the situation on the ground. It is worse than you can ever imagine. All the videos that you're seeing do not encapsulate what is happening. There are over 9,770 people who have passed away. And they haven't passed away, they've been killed. This is absolutely unacceptable. They have been using white phosphorus that you can't even tell the bodies of the children and the women. They are charred in a way that you can't even look at it.
But this is why we're all here. We're all here to raise our voices and prevent that from ever happening. So with that,
Gaza, children of Gaza, we are with you. We are gathered here for peace. Peace for Gaza, peace for Palestine. Let's shout shame on Trudeau to not listen to us. Shame on our politicians not to come here and be with us. Peace on Palestine.
It's a big crowd. Thank you for coming out to show your solidarity with the Palestinian children, elderly people, civilian, and all the Gazan and Palestinian in the West Bank that are being murdered day and night brutally. The biggest mockery in our lifetime we hear are a few words called international law. And the other funny word is the civilized West. Civilized West.
And all of this, of course, goes against international law. There are 4,880 children who have died. They are bombing the refugee camps within Gaza, which is the most vulnerable of populations. They are bombing the hospitals. They are bombing the bakeries. They are bombing all of the institutions. This is a three-tiered attack, and let me explain it to you. On the first front, it is the destruction and the extermination of the Palestinian people. On the second front, it is the extermination and destruction of the infrastructure. 50% of the infrastructure of Gaza is gone. Their hospitals, their schools, their factories, their bakeries, gone. Anything that would supply their water pipelines, their electricity, anything with power. Now they're attacking the solar panels. Anything that will be able to build a society, they are destroying. We as humanitarian organizations can't even wrap our minds around what it's going to take to rebuild Gaza when this stops. The third is the global silencing. We as a community are being gaslit when we say, how are we allowing this genocide? I was just in Ottawa. I met with the Deputy Prime Minister. I met with various MPs. This region, 3 out of the 4 MPs did not sign against a humanitarian stop or a ceasefire. And we are gathered here in front of Brian May's office because we know this. Only the Green Party in the Green Party in Kitchener is the only one that signed it. Bartis Shager didn't sign it. The Kitchener rep didn't sign. All of it, shame. And we hear nice rhetoric from the Prime Minister. We feel bad about who's passed away, who's died. But we want action. We will not stop until there is a ceasefire. Ceasefire now. They talk about terrorism. What is the explanation for the deaths in the West Bank? Does Hamas exist in the West Bank? No. There are over 200 dead in the West Bank at the same time. There are over 2,000 injured in the West Bank at the same time. Currently, we have over 20,000 injured in Gaza with no aid in the hospitals. The death toll keeps rising. When you have all of those injured and they can't be helped in the hospitals, they will then become those toll. But you know what we forget is we talk about numbers. Every single one of those parents had a dream for their children. Just this morning, I opened the news, I follow it 24 hours a day. A man lost all 4 of his children at once. Another woman lost all 7 of her children at once. I am someone who has lost a daughter. And I still live with that pain. All of us in the crowd who have children, imagine that we lost all our children at once. What would we do? Would we stay quiet? No! Would we get tired? No! We would break down the doors. We will not stand for it. So I want everyone today to renew your intentions, to get ready for the marathon, to call your MPs, to write them, to vote, to educate yourself, to educate others, to go on social media and show what is going on because the media suppresses it. And not just in your circles. I want you to talk everywhere. Everywhere. Make it uncomfortable. Make it uncomfortable for people. I want you to donate. I want you to make dua. Some of the work that we've done before, and one of the things that's working, and Israel is actually bombing these things now, is anything that's solar powered. Because when they cut off the electricity, it's only the solar power that's working. So we have photovoltaic solar wells that alhamdulillah are providing water to the people. We're providing medical aid to Al Shifa Hospital. We're providing NFI kits. We're providing food kits. So people who will tell you don't donate because you can't get in there, this is not true for organizations that are already in.
I'm not going to debate who are the indigenous people of the land. I'm not going to debate which state showed up out of thin air in 1948. I'm not going to debate who has been regularly committing violation against the international law year after year.
Raise that flag up high. Raise that flag up high, because there is countries on the face of this earth where it's illegal for that flag to fly. Show the world the meaning of that flag. Wallahi, these are people living in occupation. These are people that are living in stress. These are people who are being oppressed. It is our responsibility that we show our solidarity to these people. They don't need anything, but they need your love and your support. The level of stress and anxiety, the level of hate, the level of anger that has anguished in us since the war started. Around yourself, different skin colors, different country of origin. What unites us? That is the kalima la ilaha illallah. Wallahi al-azim. No one is Palestinian, and no one is Jordanian, and no one is Pakistani or Afghan. Nobody is Iranian or Lebanese. That's not that's not how we perceive ourselves. What unites us is the love of Allah. What unites us is that we are together in this cause. Wallahi al-azim, Allah testifies by saying, we need to stand together, strong, like a concrete wall. And that is what we are witnessing today in the Tri-City here. But I want to make sure that we understand the message and we give the masses the true perception of Islam. That's right. I reach out to the imams and the community members of this organization when they let a politician on their stage in the masjid. You know, as a community, you play the role. We need to know which side of the border they stand on. And
a person having a hammer in his hand, he was very happy. It is a good day every hour. We are talking for the If children of the